would you do if you were in the middle of nowhere? No food, no money, no way out. And thousands of people were depending on you. Now, imagine this. Over 5,000 men, plus women, plus children, hungry, waiting, hoping. And in the middle of it all stands one man, and that man was Jesus. What happens next is a miracle that still speaks to us today. It began as a simple day. Jesus had gone to a quiet place to rest with his disciples, but the crowds found him. They always did. People came from everywhere, walking for miles, bringing the sick, carrying their burdens, searching for hope. And Jesus didn't turn them away. He welcomed them. He healed the sick. He comforted the broken. He taught them about the kingdom of God. Hours passed. The sun moved slowly across the sky, but no one wanted to leave, because when Jesus spoke, it felt like truth, like peace, like life itself. As the day began to fade, the disciples noticed something. The crowd was still there, and there was a problem. No one had food. They came to Jesus, concerned. "Master, this is a remote place. It's getting late. Send the people away so they can go into the villages and buy food." It made sense. It was practical. It was logical. But Jesus looked at them, calmly, intentionally, and he said something unexpected. "You give them something to eat." Silence. The disciples looked at each other. Did he really just say that? Feed them? How? One of the disciples quickly did the math. Even if we worked for months, we wouldn't have enough money to buy food for all these people. Another added, "There's simply no way." And they were right. By human standards, this situation was impossible. Thousands of people, zero resources, no solution. But Jesus wasn't asking them to rely on what they had. He was about to show them what God could do. Then Andrew spoke up. "There's a boy here. A boy. Not a wealthy man, not a supplier, not someone important. Just a child. He has 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. A small lunch. Barely enough for one person, maybe 2. Andrew hesitated before finishing his sentence. But what is that among so many? It sounded almost hopeless, insignificant, too small to matter. But Jesus didn't ignore it. He didn't dismiss it. He said, "Bring it to me." Jesus told the disciples to have the people sit down. Groups formed across the grassy hillside, hundreds, then thousands, seated and waiting. There was a sense of anticipation in the air. Something was about to happen. The disciples still didn't understand, but they obeyed. Jesus took the 5 loaves and the 2 fish. He looked up to heaven, and he gave thanks. Think about that. There wasn't enough food. The problem wasn't solved yet. And still, he gave thanks, not for what was already visible, but for what was about to happen. Then he broke the bread. He handed pieces to the disciples. "Give it to the people." They obeyed. One basket passed, then another, and something strange began to happen. The food didn't run out. Every time they reached into the basket, there was more. More bread, more fish, more than before. The disciples looked at each other in disbelief. This wasn't normal. This wasn't possible. This was a miracle. And then comes abundance for all. The food kept multiplying, row after row, family after family. Everyone received something. No one was skipped. No one was forgotten. Children ate and smiled. Mothers sighed in relief. Men shook their heads in amazement. And soon, everyone was full. Not just given a bite, but satisfied, completely. And there was so much leftovers. Then Jesus gave another instruction. "Gather the leftovers so nothing is wasted." The disciples went around again, but this time they weren't giving food. They were collecting it. And what they found was shocking. Basket after basket filled. 12 baskets in total. more food after the miracle than before it began. This is a lesson to learn. The disciples saw limitation. Jesus saw possibility. The crowd saw hunger. Jesus saw an opportunity for a miracle. And the boy? He simply gave what he had. And because of that, thousands were fed. Lives were changed, and history was made. That day on the hillside, no one expected a miracle, but they witnessed one. A miracle of provision, a miracle of faith, a miracle that proves that with God, nothing is ever truly lacking, because He is more than enough. Viewers, if this message touched your heart, type, "God is my provider." And don't forget to subscribe for more powerful Bible stories like this. What story should we tell next?